Meet the members of the Rare Epilepsy Network. The mission of Batten Disease Support and Research Association is to support Batten families, fund and facilitate research for treatment and a cure, and advocate for action. The Angelman Syndrome Foundation brings treatment and awareness to Angelman syndrome. Their ultimate goal is to find a cure. American Epilepsy Society has a mission to advance research, education, and practice for all professionals engaged in the understanding, diagnosis, prevention, and cure of epilepsy. CACNA1A Foundation has a mission to find specific treatment options and a cure for CACNA1A patients. The Brain Recovery Project enhances the lives of children who need neurosurgery to treat medication-resistant epilepsy by empowering their families. Cure Epilepsy is the nonprofit leader in epilepsy research and is exclusively dedicated to finding a cure for epilepsy. Agenda strives to improve outcomes for individuals with all forms of autism by fostering genetics-first approaches to research and strengthening collaborations among organizations. The mission of TSC Alliance is to find a cure for Tuberous Sclerosis complex while improving the lives of those affected. The CUTE Syndrome Foundation raises awareness of SCN2A mutations, funds scientists researching SCN2A, and supports affected families around the world. Ring 14 USA's mission is to improve the quality of life and provide support for those affected by the rare genetic syndromes of the 14th chromosome, fund research, and raise awareness. The mission of NORSE Institute is to increase awareness of NORSE and FIRES, stimulate, integrate, and support research, and develop a shared community of researchers and families. The Epilepsy Foundation has a mission to lead the fight to overcome the challenges of living with epilepsy and to accelerate therapies to stop seizures, find cures, and save lives. The mission of NR2F1 Foundation is to empower families and individuals living with rare NR2F1 mutations through education, awareness, and research. SCN2A Alliance invites people to engage and collaborate, builds connections, and breaks down walls between stakeholders, empowering families. Together is faster and better. DEE-P Connections is a collaborative project of 33 patient advocacy groups to support families who have children with developmental and epileptic encephalopathies. STXBP1 Foundation is dedicated to building awareness of STXBP1 and to accelerating development of therapies and hopefully a cure. The mission of Koolen-de Vries Syndrome Foundation is to educate, increase awareness, and promote research for the support of those affected by Koolen-de Vries syndrome. Hope for Hypothalamic Hamartomas provides information, support, and community to HH patients, caregivers, and healthcare providers. They also promote research. TESS Research Foundation seeks to cure SLC13A5 epilepsy. The foundation funds cutting-edge research, connects clinicians, and supports families. IFCR is committed to funding research, both scientific and clinical, that will bring about treatments and, ultimately, a cure for CDKL5 deficiency disorder. CureGRIN Foundation is dedicated to improving the lives of people around the world with GRIN disorder and their families through research, education, and support. The mission of Nonsense Mutations Foundation is to promote research, drug repurposing, and clinical basket trials for the nonsense mutations community across all genes. The singular purpose of CureShank is to accelerate the development of treatments for Phelan-McDermid syndrome and shank-related disorders. FamilieSCN2A Foundation has a mission to improve the lives of those affected by SCN2A related disorders through research, public awareness, family support, and patient advocacy. The mission of Rasopathies Network is to advance research to improve the quality of life for Rasopathies families by bringing together families, clinicians, and scientists. The PMS Foundation's mission is to improve the quality of life of people affected by PMS worldwide by providing family support, accelerating research, and raising awareness. DUPE-15Q Alliance provides family support and promotes awareness, research, and treatments for 15q 11.2-13.1 duplication, also known as DUPE-15Q syndrome. The mission of Hope for High is to improve the quality of life for children and families impacted by neonatal or pediatric acquired hypoxic, ischemic, encephalopathy. Koolen-de Foundation is a parent-run organization dedicated to furthering research on the Koolen-de gene and providing support and education to the growing affected community. Dravet Syndrome Foundation Spain aims to find an effective treatment for Dravet syndrome. They envision a world without Dravet syndrome. The mission of STXBP1 Foundation is to develop and implement sustainable research with a focus on effective treatments and cure for STXBP1 mutations. Fundación Liberas has a mission to improve the quality of life for children with the CLIF, AHDD, and IHPRF syndromes. The mission of CHAMP1 Research Foundation is to improve the lives of those affected by CHAMP1 through research, treatment, support, and patient advocacy. The mission of CCC Coalition to Cure CHD2 is to improve the lives of those affected by CHD2-related disorders by funding research necessary for uncovering a cure. Hope for ULD's mission is to improve the lives of those affected by Unverricht-Lundborg disease by funding research, treatment, and education. The GLUT1 Deficiency Foundation has a mission to increase awareness, improve education, advocate for patients and families, and support and fund research. The mission of WWOX Foundation is to promote ongoing scientific research focused on finding a cure for WWOX-related syndromes while raising awareness. CFC International's mission is to improve the quality of life for individuals with CFC syndrome and their families through family support, research, and education. LGS Foundation is dedicated to improving the lives of individuals impacted by LGS through advancing research, awareness, education, and family support. KIF1A.org is a global community dedicated to improving the lives of people affected by KIF1A-associated neurological disorder and accelerating research. Shinzel-Gideon Syndrome Foundation strives to create medical and scientific partnerships to facilitate awareness, research and knowledge share, and provide support for affected families. Lightning and Love Foundation strives to advance scientific research through fundraising and advocacy and find a cure for diseases caused from mutations in the FAP12 gene. The Bow Foundation's three specific areas of focus are scientific research, GNA01 family support, awareness, and advocacy. PVNH Support and Awareness's mission is to connect families, advocate, educate patients, and medical professionals about PVNH and other neuronal heterotopia disorders, and drive research forward. The mission of CACNA1A is to educate and to advance research leading to treatments and eventually a cure for patients living with the genetic disorder CACNA2. The mission of Genetic Epilepsy Team Australia is to help world-leading Australian researchers cure genetic epilepsy. The mission of TBC1D24 Foundation is to support people and families living with TBC1D24 mutation and its related disorders. The Epilepsy Learning Healthcare System is designing and implementing a system of co-production that improves outcomes for people with epilepsy and their families. Chelsea's Hope's mission is to raise funds for research, treatment, and ultimately a cure for those affected by Lafora. SCN2A Asia Pacific currently focuses on research, systematic advocacy, patient and caregiver outcomes, education, and industry partnerships. Combined is a consortium led by patient advocacy foundations working with the clinicians, researchers, and pharmaceutical firms that are developing treatments for the disorders they represent. Thank you so much for meeting the Rare Epilepsy Network's members. While many members focus on different rare epilepsies and even have different goals, every organization is united to reach the same overall goal: to improve the rare epilepsy community. Thank you so much again for listening.